Is there anybody else that's not up there?
I wanted to thank you all very much for coming. Mother would be so pleased. She at first told us she didn't want us to make any fuss over her because she was the youngest of 12, and of course all her siblings have since passed. But which is why we waited to do it till this summer, so all the kids could come home and be with us. Most of you know a little bit of Grandma's background. She was born on the east side. She lived in a little house on Dutchess Street that was owned by Malibu Iron, which is where her grandpa worked, or her dad worked. He had an awesome job there, and they did come from the farm, and Grandpa did not want to work on the farm anymore, so he came to St. Paul. I think he did have a degree in something too, but anyway, he worked at Malibu Iron for the longest time, and they owned a little house on Dutchess, which they all grew up there. You can imagine 12 children in the same house. But, and Mom had such a great sense of humor, you all know that, so I'm sure there's many stories, especially Julie's friends who pretty much lived in our house. And Mom had a couple of jobs, other than us 5 lovely children. She worked at Schleck's in North St. Paul. Everybody remembers Schleck's, the old hardware store? She was there for a year, and then she spent the last 20 years at Sears, and retired out of Sears, so. And the one accomplishment that her dad was so proud of, he did live until Mom graduated high school, and that's what he wanted to do. And he was able to buy shoes for all 12 of his children. Nobody went shoeless. And they got to do stuff like, they had real butter all the time, no margarine in that family. They all had their shoes, they all had coats, they all had everything that they needed to go to school, so Grandpa was pretty proud of that. And she used to tell us stories about, like sometimes for dinner, she'd go down to the market and get a dozen ears of corn, and that's what they had for dinner, just corn. And about back then, of course, when they went to the movies, unlike us today, what is it, about $7 or $8? She paid a nickel to go to the movie. Every Saturday afternoon, she'd get a nickel from her mom. And basically, her mom didn't really raise her because she, by that time, she had 12 kids and she was pretty worn out. So her Auntie Lois pretty much raised her. That's Lori's mother. And I don't think Mom was always happy about Auntie Lois taking care of her, because when they were naughty, her and Bill back there, Mr. Bill. Yeah, they're only two. Bill is Mother's nephew, and they're only 2 weeks apart. So Auntie Lois would put the two of them in the corner and make them face forward and have a timeout. Didn't know they had timeouts back then, but I guess they did. And Mom has done a lot of crazy things. She hasn't always been a real warmy, fuzzy kind of mom or grandma. I remember when we lived at the first house on 15th, when I used to get in an argument with her, I'd say, "Okay, Mom, I'm running away." And she'd go, "Well, let me know when I'll help you pack." So, that's the kind of mom she was. She was pretty crazy. And I know she got in a few spats with Lewis quite a bit, or no, JD. Where's JD? That's JD, because Mother lived with Julie and James for 15 years. What did she do, Lois? Like, she hit you over the head with the remote once, and what else?
TV trays.
TV That's what that was her favorite saying, "you little shit." But other than that, there's a couple of funny stories that Dad had told us too about when she used to pack his lunch. Of course, he went to Paper Kelmanson for 37 years. And every day she'd pack his lunch with a thermos full of coffee. So at the end of the day, when he's filling up his last cup of coffee, he pours the thermos in, and out came the sponge that Mother used to wash the thermos. And then with the laundry too, she was always doing laundry for 5 children. So Dad was walking around work one day, and he had a sock fall out of his pants. That's the kind of thing she did. Mother was just a treat. She had a great sense of humor. We had a lot of friends that lived in the house because they loved being around Mother. And one other thing, we brought the photo albums at the back. We didn't want to take them apart because my dad, every time he got a pack of pictures, especially when they lived in Vegas and was gone, he'd get a double stack of pictures. He'd mail them to us or whoever was in the picture. And then he'd fill out that nice little photo album, and he'd write on there meticulously. You'll have to go see it because it's just fantastic. He was very good at that. And I also brought Mother's genealogy book. You know, she was the youngest of those 12 Parantos, and we all came from one lonely Paranto that came from France. He was a busy guy. And they were in Canada first, and then they come down here. Most of them settled in Centerville. That's where a lot of the cousins and the great uncles and grandpas and all those people were left. So you have to be sure and take a look at those albums back there. And the last thing I want to say is a big shout out to my baby sister, Julie, and her family, James, and the 2 boys, Coleman, raise your hand, and JD. When Dad passed away in '99, Julie took in our mother. And Mother lived with Julie for 15 years. And granted, you know, she helped babysit and a few things like that, but I'm sure she took a lot of Julie's time too. And Julie was working and raising those 2 boys, oh, the 3 boys, I forgot Jimbo. I know he was a lot older. And so I just want to say that without Julie, none of us would be here today. She's the one that took care of Mom the most. And I can say this without a doubt, right, Christine? Yeah. Julie has more patience than the rest of us put together, believe me. She's a wonderful child, and we love her. Yeah. All right, on to Mr. Lewis. This is Christine's son. We're gonna sit. You're gonna sit? Oh.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, there. It's all yours, Lewis.
So, I'm not as good as this as Auntie is over here, so this might take me a little
I just
bit.
pictured everybody naked, it wasn't pretty.
You might make me cry too, so I'm ready for that. I have 2 speeches to kind of read here. My little sister is not able to be here, so I'm going to read hers on.
Kaylee is home because her dad is having some medical issues, so she's
So yeah, she's being a nurse. So I'll read mine. Mine's nice and short. My grandmother was very special to me, whether it was calling me the wrong name, walking by just ripping a huge fart, or yelling at the dog and saying, "Excuse my French, but move, you fucking animal." She could always light up a room and knew how to make everyone laugh, even if it was completely unintentional. I'll miss her dearly, and I know she's up there watching over us all. I love you, Grandma.
This is from Kaylee.
This is 3 pages long, so bear with me. Yeah, we'll get there. She is covered everything. Okay. Because I am unable to attend physically, I wrote this little something for my brother to read so I could honor her, the one and only GPAT. A mother, a sister, friend, grandma, a great-grandma, she was something special to all of us. GPAT. I have to go ahead and coin a nickname, which I made up as a joke, but it took on so many forms, and it stuck. GPAT, GGPAT, GG, etc. What a unique lady she was. I've gone through my GPAT archives, and this story is one of my favorites. In 5th grade, my friend and I were at Auntie Julie's house for the weekend. It was dinner time, and in typical GPAT fashion, she had ice cream for appetizers. For dinner, we were having rotisserie chicken, and GPAT found herself in her typical seat at the table, and the chicken picking commenced. She dove into the chicken, pulling pieces off, throwing it in her mouth. Never have even met my friend before, she threw some chicken on her plate with her bare hands. I was mortified. Grandma, will you please use a knife? However, GPAT was not embarrassed. She was amused, actually, laughing hysterically at herself, something she did best. Her gas always seemed to slip out at the most inappropriate times. In her usual GPAT fashion, she would not be fazed at all. As I've grown up, this has become a huge learning lesson for me. Don't take life too seriously. Learn to laugh, especially at yourself. When we all hang out, it's not surprisingly, we all have a little G-pad in us, flatulence and all. Sorry, Mother, but you slowly started morphing into a replica of her gas and But for this, I am very grateful. Her spirit lives on and will continue to provide a light in our lives every day. I'm sure it won't be long until I start noticing my own G-padisms I've adopted. To G-pad, the woman who brought us all together. I'm so grateful I've been lucky enough to spend so much time with you. I miss your stories, your weirdness, your unique sense of humor, and your help with my English homework. However, thank you most for being yourself, unapologetically 100% of the time. That is the biggest gift. I love you, Graham. P.S. Even though you called me Shirley 90% of the time, I've always been tickled by your rendition of my nickname. Love, Caitlin.
And if anybody would like to come up and tell another crazy story about her mother, you're welcome to do so. The mic up.
No, you don't have to. Let me start. I don't forget anybody else. I'm the oldest. This is my daughter Charlene, and her daughter Madison. My other daughter isn't here yet. That's Shelley that has Sienna. And then the next one is Bruce and Nancy. Let's see, which one's right here? Brad's not here. I'm thinking Brad's the oldest. No, Brad isn't here. Brad's not here. Brad is not here. He and his wife Carol live in Florida, and they have 2 children. This is the special daughter Amy, and she has 2 children. This is my special. I'm not going there. This is her son, little midget Alex, and her cute daughter Ava. And then next would be brother George. Well, we all know who Daniel is. This is Daniel and his son Kyler and his daughter Aliana, the pretty one. Pretty hair. And then Julie, oh, get over here, Jamie. Julie has 2 sweet boys. Sweet. Yeah. That's JD. These are the 2 boys that helped raise Grandma. And Cole. Christine.
And the third one's
I'm
back.
not doing in-laws. I'm just or the outlaws. I'm not doing the outlaws either. And Christine.
And Louis Mansweber.
That's Louis, Christine's son. And Kaylee is this precious daughter she just finished she got her 2nd BA in nursing, and she decided to stay home with Dad and be sure he's all right. So she couldn't come, and she was very disappointed. But I think that's everybody. I didn't forget anybody, did I? All right, you guys can go sit down now. You're excused. Well, there's no